Today in The Sims, I want to build 4 tiny homes all with the exact same shell, but each one is going to be for a random number of Sims. I've assembled a very basic lot for us here with 4 of these tiny home shells. I believe that they're 58 tiles each, and I want to make this into like a really cute tiny home community. And to start us off with this tiny home on the left, I'm going to bring up our wheel, and this first tiny home is going to be 5 Sims. Okay, we're starting off really strong. I kind of wanted to start from lowest and go up to highest, but maybe it'll be good to start with one of the harder ones first. Normally with tiny homes, I try to figure out where the stairs are going first and foremost. And so here is what I'm thinking for the floor plan. We'll have 2 closed off bedrooms and a 4 tile bathroom back here. And in my opinion with tiny homes, it's really important to take advantage of outdoor space. So I might even like get us a nice fenced patio in here. It might be a little risky, but I think I'm going to extend this room here. And so my idea, my vision for this is to do a really small kitchen back here. The door to this bedroom can be right there. And it's definitely not something that I'm used to, but I am going to place this love seat on this wall. It's so close to the door, but it should still work. And then maybe for practical gameplay purposes, we'll get a dresser to put the TV on. I want to make sure that we get a good amount of windows in here as well, because that is another thing that I like to prioritize in tiny homes or small homes, because obviously it really helps open up the space. I think I'm just going to do 1 cabinet here, and I've also added this tiny living shelf because I don't want to crowd up this whole wall with cabinets. I do know I want to go in with these Home Chef Hustle tiles and maybe getting a hanging plant to save us some space as well. I would love if we had like a green wall paint that matches the Home Chef Hustle wall without the tiles. This one is pretty similar. Maybe let's do this. I never thought of putting this mail thing on the back of a door. I kind of like that, especially for the small space. I love this big wall art that really fills up the wall nicely. Could do the cottage living painting. Wait, that one's so cute. I'm thinking we could up our cozy points with a rug. Maybe this one. I kind of like that it's more worn down. It goes with the dresser, and the green actually goes nicely with the kitchen. And I also want to get us as much clutter as possible without it feeling too crammed. And I think that actually could be pretty nice for our main section of our living area in this first house. The bathroom here is a little tricky because I was thinking space-wise, it would probably be best to have one of the Sims be a toddler, but we need a bathtub for that. So one option is to do a shower tub combo and a toilet there. That is all functional. And then when your Sims need to wash their hands, they can use the sink that's right there. Wouldn't want to be doing that in real life, but that is how it might have to be. I don't even want to think about what this shell is going to look like for an 8 Sim household. Maybe since this is for a family, we can add the growing together kids towel hooks. I'll also add in this bath mat. We don't have a mirror anywhere. Just pop one right there. Is that bad? I also, of course, am going to add a window covering there. And I think that will be our bathroom. So now I want to move into this room. And I think this is going to be like the crucial room of the first house because I am hoping to fit 3 Sims in this room. So obviously we want a bunk bed. Honestly, if we squeeze things in, I have a feeling that that would be functional. This is kind of a tight squeeze, but I think we can add a toy box right there. And it's not the most ideal to have it in the bedroom, but we can add a toddler potty because I feel like I'll do like toddler rooms and then completely forget to add the toddler potty in there. I'm being really silly thinking I can add a desk in here and have it still be functional, right? That's just a little too silly, right? Now, I actually do think that that would be functional. And what to do on the walls? I was thinking we'll keep it kind of like colorful since we are going with a kids room vibe here, and I want to do a side table next to the bed as well. This is the thing that I actually worry about for functionality. Your Sims need to be able to get like here. What if we take one of our really small tables, or maybe even the poof, because I like the look of that. And we could do tiny living tray on the tiny living poof. And when we have small rooms, but for multiple Sims, I feel like wall space becomes of the utmost importance. Like we could get some shelves up there and hang some clothes from them. And that gives us space for just a little bit more clutter. And maybe the top bunk Sim has their own little floating bookshelves as their bedside table. And we might be able to make these curtains work. The pink feels right and also wrong at the same time. But I think I've done my best with this. This will be our 3 Sim downstairs bedroom. And now we come up here to this bedroom. This is a nice 4x4. This feels like a luxury at this point. point. And I am thinking we can squeeze a bed in there. I am going to choose to do another desk up here, but if you want to play in this and need another skill building item, this could be a good spot for that. I'm going with a nice small side table again. Across the bed here, we can do another dresser and another TV. I feel like making this work as a space that is more than just for sleeping, that can kind of be a living area, realistically would help a lot with making sure the house doesn't feel too crowded in any one place. Oh, I forgot about the wall back here. I don't know what I should put on the wall. Oh, I like the frame on this. Also, window coverings up here. I don't really have anything to go on these windows because if I do this one, it'll clip. I guess I could move these things over. And then I always forget that I really like this mega wall hanging item as an interesting decor piece. I'm just sizing them down once, and then I'm actually going to take ones that I've sized down twice and put them in the middle of the ones I first placed. And I think the last thing that I want up here is a rug. I do like this big plain one, and it does actually fit perfectly the way that I want it to. So I think this will be our upstairs bedroom, but we are not done with this first house yet. Obviously, because I did not paint the outside or anything. I do think maybe if I am trying to go tiny home community, that I should keep all the exteriors as similar as I can. Let's go with this season siding. I haven't used it in a really long time. I feel like it has a lot of good options and we can do like a different swatch for each house. And then I want to get back out my terrain paint and do a nice path to the house here. I'm also going to pave over on this side. Over here, I think it could be cute to do a couple gardening things. Maybe the kids are learning about like insects in school and they want their own insect farm. Oh, that's so cute. I really love that. And since we could not fit a full-on dining area inside, I want to get us a dining area, a little outdoor table. Maybe we'll use this one that I didn't get to use in the last video. I'm debating if I give each house their own trash can or for the whole lot if I want to do a dumpster. I guess I could do both. Let's give them a trash can here. And I want some type of lighting. Ooh, I like that one. And up against the wall, I just love this eco planter. But I think this is finally it. This is our tiny home for 5 Sims. I am pleasantly surprised with how this turned out, though I have no idea how I will fit more than this when we get our 8 Sim house. Moving on to our next tiny home. This one is going to be for 3 Sims. Okay, I don't know where I want the entrance to be here. I think if we did it right here, it might be a little tight. I'm almost wondering, since I know that our space isn't as in demand for a 3 Sim house, we could do like 2 entrances. We could do one here and then like a back door to the community courtyard kind of area. I think I'm going with the stairs over here again. And I think we're gonna go with a bedroom in this bump out again. And I think I'm gonna do the bathroom on the second floor for this one. And since we're doing this room smaller, that gives us a little bit more wiggle room and openness. And it might be a little risky, but I'm thinking we can do a super compact kitchen like this, because that way we can have an indoor dedicated dining space with the island. I am gonna change this up and move the door over here though. And I'm not sure what I'm doing with the color scheme right now. Is it weird to go with these high school years tiles across the whole wall? I love how they work with the new Life and Death set. Oh, and I almost forgot to add an actual cooktop there. Actually, wait, is it weird if I close this off with a wall? Obviously, it does make it feel a little bit smaller, but I really want like a 3 wide sofa. And for some reason, it feels very weird if I don't have the wall there to separate. Is this a horrible layout? I don't actually want the island counters all the way back here. I would want them here. But look how weird it looks if I don't have the wall. But now I just had a completely separate idea, which is do the kitchen facing this way. This might be the vibe. I like this. And what I'm going to do here is move the couch up just a little bit, because to get a dedicated dining area, we can actually put a table back here, and that is going to be fully functional. And now I might be getting too ambitious. I don't actually think so. Oh, I almost forgot to add a trash can. Thankfully, one is going to work very well right there because I did not know what else to put right there. You know what I didn't realize? These new cabinets from Life and Death have lights under them. Oh, I really like that. I feel like that's so like on trend. Anyway, coming over to this wall, we need another big wall piece. Oh, we could do a few different ones. I feel like the werewolves pictures are pretty cute. I just do not know the spacing that I want for them. I think I'm overthinking it. Let's just do that. Clutter for the kitchen is actually a little tough because the only cookable counter is gonna be this corner one, so we can't can't put clutter on it. We're keeping it minimal. I might even size these down. We can do a wall decoration with the knives. Does this cats and dogs rug look good? I thought I was gonna hate it, but I think it has just enough of like the undertones and vibes that we've done that could actually work really nicely right there. We haven't had room to do like a classic entryway, but we can squeeze in some shoes right there. Oh, and we could do the coat rack that goes on the wall. I am realizing the window situation in this house is getting a little weird. I'm gonna do one there again, and maybe we'll do one there. And I don't feel like it's lacking any natural light. So I think this worked out. This is our main living area of the 3-sim house. And for this bedroom, I think because of the way that I'm doing the bathroom, it has to be either for a kid or a teen. I was thinking maybe we could do a teen room. Oh, and maybe this swatch of this bed. Wait, it's gorgeous. I've been struggling so much with like walls and floors recently, and therefore like color schemes as a whole, but I think we might be able to make this stuff work. I'd like to slide the mirror right there. Really, the only space we have to work with is this like tile and a half. We could do a dresser or a wardrobe. Does this have any fun swatches that match? Ooh. Yes, it does. Wait, we have to use that. I just love how those match. We can give them the slablet so that they do have a little almost computer. And honestly, I think we could put the yarn basket there. Your sim has to put that in their inventory to actually be able to use it anyway. And maybe we can do some shelves on the wall to add even more stuff. I feel like it's a very studious teen, and those are all their books. I actually love how many swatches are on these books. Now, we got a swatch update a while ago. I don't remember exactly when. It's not the same like 3 swatches over and over again now. Let's just get a nice fuzzy rug. Old, reliable, fluffy rug. And for window coverings, I'm sorry, but these growing together ones are really working. With like every room I try to do, they're really working. That will be our downstairs bedroom for a teen. Unfortunately, if the teen has to use the restroom, they need to come upstairs. And that is what we're going to do next. And I want to talk to you all about a 3-tile bathroom. I've done it before. I don't think I've done it in a hot minute, but it's fully functional. It's fully possible. You do a toilet on one end and a sink on the other. And in between, you do a shower. And that is all functional, but that is why I said that the had to be a teen or a kid, because if the parents had a toddler or an infant, they'd need a bathtub, which doesn't quite work with the 3-tile bathroom. And before I do anything else, I want to get some windows so that this house won't look like weird. Now for the bed, we need to do something that's like not chunky. And by that I mean, look at the Snowy Escape bed compared to this cats and dogs bed. The cats and dogs bed is a lot chunkier. It takes up a lot more space. So I wonder if Snowy Escape bed, we can put that right there. Obviously the door placement for the bathroom is not ideal, and you don't really want to be opening up the door to the foot of the bed right there. But I'm just trying to give a lot of layout examples for one shell. And I actually wanted to mention the reason that I am doing these all with the exact same shell is because that's what you all told me you wanted. I asked on Twitch the other day, if I were to do this challenge, should I do them with all different shells or should I do them all with one? And most everyone said the same shell, but different floor plan. I also think that it works nicely in a place like Evergreen Harbor and this specific neighborhood where clearly it's not built up a lot yet. So it's like maybe one developer came in and said, here, we're gonna do a little tiny home community, and that's what we're going to do. I do think in here, instead of a full-on wardrobe, we will use the mirror for functionality, because that way we can get a little desk right in this one tile bump out. And in my opinion, in my gameplay, out of all the items in the game for skill building, the computer is the best. Your sim can do writing, video gaming. If their fun is low, the video gaming works so well for getting that up really fast. I'm realizing I just blasted past the bathroom though. It's not completely done. We need a few more clutter items and accent pieces. We can do that nice hand towel. Maybe we'll do a big towel over here. We can't really fit too much more except like a toothbrush and a soap dispenser. So that will be the bathroom. In here, I think we just need a rug. I also want a plant. It feels plantless in here. We don't have a lot of room, but I think that's a job for Blooming Room's tiny plant. Yay! But I think that's going to be the inside of our 3-sim house. I think for the exterior, for the back door, I'm just going to do a light, and the front door, I'm going to do a chair. Ooh, and these plants, and also a light. So that is going to be our second tiny home. This one is for 3 sims. I really like how it turned out. I'm looking even more forward to the 1-sim house and even less forward to the 8-sim house. What house do we have the pleasure of doing next? The 1-sim house. All right, we're saving the worst for for last, guys. I think with this one, I want to do a nice 4x2 bathroom. And I'm thinking we'll do the same thing where we do kind of a back door and a front door. Now, I've chosen these Love Struck doors, but do they look normal with the seasons? I think maybe we can make it work. And I was going to try to keep these growing together windows consistent throughout the build. And I think that actually might work for us on this. And I don't necessarily love using ladders in all my homes, but I think they are a crucial part on why some tiny homes can work. So I am going to include them in this one. And my idea for this little pocket we've created was to put some laundry for once. I was thinking, what if we went kind of like a pink theme with this one? I will say I'm not fully feeling the country kitchen appliances, so I'm going with the growing together ones. And we can get a nice dining table right there. It is weird that it's in front of the door, but sometimes I feel like that's a thing that like only bothers me and nobody understands what I mean when I say I feel like things can't be in front of the door in a house. And I do want to use some of this stuff from the new kit. This is the stuff from the Cozy Kitsch kit, and my Shuno-san is already one of my favorite CC creators, so I am just loving this stuff. Oh, I almost forgot we need a door into the bathroom. I was just about to put a bookshelf there. Ooh, what if we pulled over the yellow from the country kitchen set into the living area? Maybe with just the couch and the lamp? And we could balance it out a little bit with a pink rug. I forgot that this fuzzy high school years one has a nice plain pink swatch. And I suppose I should consider what's going on the walls. And not to bring back our green, but I feel like that really looks nice with the living area. Finally, we're getting some string lights. They can kind of work here. We can't do too much in the way of entryway decor up here, but because I know almost for certain that we won't be fitting a shoe rack in the other one, in the next one, we're gonna get our shoe rack in here. And I think we also could get our coat rack right there too. And I think I want to add in some clutter for the kitchen, of course. Who's surprised? Nobody should be surprised. It is just a very minimal amount though, because we only have this one counter that we can clutter really. I think that looks really cute with the pink. I think this is going to be our main living area of this house. Now we can get just like a nice big bathroom. I don't want to get too wild, but I was thinking 2 counters. I was gonna say double sinks, but this is for one sim. I'd rather add some like cute clutter on this counter. I am taking the opportunity to do my favorite shower tub combo from Growing Together. And I guess we'll do the toilet there to ensure functionality. I'm going to put a laundry bin right there just because we actually have laundry in this one. Nice big towel rack, a bath mat, and this bathroom is not lacking storage. So maybe we can do a painting, a little art above the toilet like that. And I think that will be our bathroom. And then we come up here and we have this whole floor for the bedroom. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do a single bed and then just have a lot of space, or if we take the opportunity to do a double bed that is free on both sides. But functionality wise, you don't need it free on both sides. Well, I don't know, maybe your sim's having some guests over, but I love this swatch of this bed. Let's do this one. If I'm remembering correctly, it goes really nicely with this wall from Love Struck. So I don't want to do that for the whole room. We'll do one wall of it. I want to give them a yoga mat. I'm like, look how much room you have. Of course you have a yoga mat. I will make sure to get them a computer. We can give them a laptop. Am I allowed to use the Authority more than once if it's in technically a different build? Oh my gosh, I've been itching to use this circular side table and it matches really nicely with the color scheme despite that just being from the base game. You know what else this person might love? Painting. I think they love painting. Maybe they like the guitar. Maybe everybody in the tiny home complex comes over when they want to work on their skills. Since we have pattern on the bedspread and the walls, I'm going to go again with a simple rug. As for this wall, I have no idea. Oh, we could do books. Do we have a good swatch of this though? I want more swatches of that. We could do the accent wall on this wall too, though it does still feel kind of empty. Maybe a little bit of clutter at the foot of the bed. Wow, that swatch looks so good with that swatch. Is open shelving the answer yet again? I think so. But I'm also like, maybe we should just embrace how open and empty it feels because we haven't really had that and we know what's coming. Do the little Growing Together half curtains work here once again? They really might. I think we need a curtain kit. I will die on this hill. I think we need a curtain kit because in my opinion, there are so few good ones. All right, let's embrace this as the upstairs bedroom of the single sim tiny home. I think out here, I want to, again, do a chair and a light, and I'm realizing I forgot a trash bin for this house, and I kind of took up my spots for wall lights out in the front here, so we could do 2 lights like that. How does that look at the nighttime? Looks very nice, looks very well lit. So I think this is going to be our 3rd house for 1 single sim. It feels so spacious compared to the others, but I must say I am not looking forward to what that is leaving us with, which is the 8 sim tiny home. I must say, if I knew I wanted to do 8 sims, I should have thought about it and I should have done all 1-story tiny homes. But you all asked for the same exact shell for every single one, and for whatever reason I thought this shell looked pretty cute. So I think before I do doors or windows or anything, I need to think about spacing and a floor plan. I also think a ladder might be imperative. As much as I don't want it to be, we might have to do that. I'm thinking here we do 2 bedrooms, each with a set of bunk beds, which covers 4 sims. We could let this be the bathroom. This could be a bedroom, and then we could do a Murphy bed. I don't even know where we'd fit that. But anyway, I'm thinking again, we will definitely be utilizing this outdoor area for dining and maybe even cooking. We'll see. We'll do a door right there. We'll get another door. We'll do the bathroom door there. 2 doors there. If we were to do a Murphy bed, because I think the first things I need to think about are a kitchen and a Murphy bed. We could do the Murphy bed here, and why not the tiny living TV as well? If this is supposed to be the ultimate 8 sim tiny home with tiny living, we'll use the tiny living TV, but that has put us in a pickle because basically what have I done over here? Do we do a mini fridge with the oven on top and then go in with a counter? And if you need a sink, you go to the bathroom sink? I think that might be what we have to do, but this feels like a lot of wasted space. We probably could get a dining table and have it be functional, especially if I change the door on this room to go right here, which isn't ideal with where the front door is, but if it allows us to have not just a dining table, but a laptop inside, because I think that's what's going to be hard, is finding space for a desk or a computer. If we can do that, then that doesn't actually feel like that much of wasted space. I have no idea what I'm doing with the swatches, by the way. I just threw some stuff in here and I'm hoping for the best, but I like how that counter matches the tiny living stuff. Okay, we're getting there. Let's just go with a nice basic bathroom. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I am going to be putting like a toddler and infant. Maybe it makes sense to put like a toddler or an infant in this house because they don't take up as much space, or their sleeping arrangements don't take up as much space. If we fit 2 bunk beds in this room, 2 bunk beds in this room, and 2 bunk beds in this room, by that I mean 2 beds as bunk beds. And then we have the Murphy bed, which can sleep too. Should I make it for 9 sims just for fun? Throw in a toddler bed? Why not? If you didn't know, you cannot actually have 9 sims in your household unless you have a mod. You can't even cheat it. I get asked that question all the time. I had the opportunity to count a pet as a sim. They do count as a household member, and it would be very easy to just throw in a pet food bowl and a bed, but I chose not to. I chose to stay strong and resilient in the face of the every tiny home is a different sim challenge. That's not even what the challenge is. It's been hours that I've been filming this. My brain is fried. I'm adding the toothbrushes to the sink. Keep it simple. That's our bathroom. Now let's investigate this bedroom. So we get bunk beds right here. We could do a crib, but you know what fits better? Literally a toddler bed fits better. What else does that leave room for? None other than a side table. Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed of growing up to add a nice side table to my Sims builds. Let's get a fun wall. Maybe this is for like the kids and a toddler. Wait, why do I love that swatch? And we can get a rug. Fluffy rug again. Fluffy rug again. I always say no mirrors at the foot of the bed, but these are dire times. Sorry to this toddler. Can we like slide in some toys? I guess actually we can just put them on the table. And then toddler potty once again. Is this where I get them the toddler iPad? Because we don't have a lot of room for skill building items. Why do I really like this room? I think I just really like the wallpaper. We're gonna revisit the main area last. Let's go upstairs. I was going to say that these ones are like better positioned to fit a bunk bed, but that's not true. They're actually worse positioned because of where I put the windows. I could always just take away the windows. I'm not looking at the back of the house. It looks fine like that. The front of the house looks really cute, which works. Let's go with some yellow. Yellow and red. Do we do a dresser here? Or do we get a desk? Actually, I would be surprised if this wasn't functional. I'm thinking that could kind of work. And then we have 2 computers, which is really good for a household of 8 sims, considering everybody except one is above the age of a toddler. Oh, can I use the fun candles from the new kit? We also could go with this new wall art. Wait, and that swatch matches so nicely with the bed. Do we want another authority? Or we could do that one from Dream Home Decorator. We could do the island living plan. Should I also give them a mirror? Can they use the mirror if the desk is in front of it? They might not be able too. Ignoring the functionality of The Sims, that works really nicely. I will not rage quit when there are no curtains that I like. I will not rage quit when there are no curtains that I like. I will not rage quit when there are no curtains that I like. I will choose one that is semi-acceptable and I will move on like an adult. Now, why do I really like this room? For the hallway, I would love to just like slide in the tiny living dresser. Nothing too wild. There are 6 drawers. Everybody gets 3/4 of a drawer. And then we come over into our final bedroom. Ooh, let's go with the horse ranch bunk beds this time. I don't think I'm gonna do another desk. Is there anything like really important hobby-wise, skill-wise? We could do the scout board. Just given a lot of options. There's gonna be a lot of kids in the house, so the scout board could actually make some sense. And maybe I'm doing the yarn basket again just because it fits so perfectly and it is yet another item for skill building for your Sims. And what if we did the violin as well? I don't know why I treat these challenges sometimes as like, how many skill building items can I fit in a build? Because that's not the challenge. When I build for my own gameplay, unless there's like a specific skill I'm supposed to be working on, I'm like, we got a computer? Good enough. Call it a day. Pack it up. I think this is definitely a room with 2 bunk beds for Sims who live in this room. I do think maybe our window covering expedition is a little easier here because we're not worried too much about clipping. I love the Strangerville picture. Yes, because it has a horse. It's perfect. I also want like a wall light. That one's kind of nice. And maybe in here, maybe just a little extra concept of storage. It's not really. So is that our upstairs that can fit 4 Sims? And then we come back down here, which besides clutter and decoration, I don't even know if there's more that we can do. That I think is what's throwing me off because it looks so unfinished. I think maybe we could do like the cutting boards and the knives because those are wall clutter. We can put a spice shelf above the oven. This is a big family. Let's get the family bulletin board. Am I gonna eat my words? When I said that we can't fit a shoe rack in the next build, we definitely can. That works so nicely space-wise. That works so nicely. I want a rug. Oh, I really like that one. Let's do that one. Why do I feel like all these separate rooms look pretty good and then it's like the common area? I'm like, maybe it's these chairs. Maybe we need different chairs. Maybe we do the tiny living high top table because at least then the swatches are gonna match a little nicer, little more nicely. I actually like that. Outside here, I am going to put in a grill because they don't really have a stovetop. Ooh, it could be nice to do a table like this. We could do garden pots again. I like to add a bicycle. Oh my God, I didn't paint the outside. I was about to be like, thanks everybody for watching. But since I am about to wrap up the video, what a great time to remind you to like it if you liked it and subscribe if you like Sims build challenges. It was nice to kind of make things look good in a build for once. If you're new here, I normally am trying the wackiest of wacky build challenges that result in anything but a cohesive or good looking build. But I want to finish this up with some landscaping, kind of make the area around this look a little bit nicer. Over here, I wanted to maybe just grab a couple trees and do sort of just like a nice kind of communal, not so much park, but just like nature area. Swings or monkey bars? If we do swings, I think more age groups can enjoy that. Over here, I was wondering if we just kind of like half wall in the dumpster there. We can get the stone from Season so it kind of matches with the vibes. I really like that. So here is the official tour of the 8 Sim tiny home and just an overview of the rest of the lot. I think I'll be uploading it as a residential lot, but since I have for rent, I might use it in my game as a residential rental. Again, each of these houses individually are tiny home lots, so if you'd like to just pull one out and use that, you can do that. Once again, if you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to subscribe and like to tell me and the algorithm that you enjoy this kind of content. Comment down below any more build challenges ideas. Like I mentioned, I do live stream on Twitch and I would love to see you over there, so that is linked down below. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a lovely tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!